Yeah. Yeah, it was these things. Literally can't kill them.
You also, it wasn't what you wanted to focus on killing.
Yeah.
You had other shit to focus on, and that's where I think these guard are actually really good, is you don't want to dedicate into them. Because if you're dedicating into them, you're not into my bikes, you're not into my dreadnoughts, you're not into...
I do wonder if I should have just sent the succubus into these guys.
And murdered them.
Tried to. We tried it.
She damn near murdered him the last time. He lived on 1, and I spent 2 CP to keep him alive, so... Yes. Honestly.
Yeah.
She scares the shit out of him. That's part of why I tried to Tingle-footers, because I was like, nah, I'll let the captain die, just force you to have to fight him.
Yeah.
I need to clean up some of my play. I didn't have too many takebacks, but that you being kind and allowing me to switch my CP around on how I used it, I appreciate that. But I need to remember that is 2 and 1. I don't know why I think it's... because it used to be 1. Yeah. Last codex it was 1.
Yeah. If you'd played it a little more... I think, because you played it aggressively and like you came into me, that made it so that like... Again, I have to like respond, or else you are just going to obliterate me. I'm not fast enough to stay away from you.
Sure. That
so,
5-up invuln is what I'm worried about. Because it turns your Talos into fucking monsters.
Yeah.
And it's like, I can't chew through them fast enough. And that 5-up comes in on turn 4 without Ominous, right?
Yeah.
So turn 3, I want to be into you before turn 3, if I'm going to go aggressive.
Yeah, and like, because you're aggressive, I have to use the vitae there so that like, my clap pack is much more potent.
And it was like, I understand the score is one way, but again, I don't know if that game at Dragon Parlor where I was like, yeah, the score may not reflect it, but like, this was a close game.
Yeah.
This was a close game.
Granted, part of it was so close just because I did spike the roll for
that
first
Dreadnought just fucking died, or Dreadnought dying. I was like,
yeah,
this is bad.
Yeah, that gave me a chance.
I felt it.
Yeah. I think I still shouldn't have moved that far forward. I was thinking, okay, go charge the first squad of Talos. They might die, they might live, I don't know.
I was wondering if there was going to be like one with like half health left at the end of that. And I was going to be like, that's a problem. And that was before I thought about putting the bikes in. And then I was like, okay, well, what can the bikes do? And I mapped it, and I was like, the bikes almost remove one of the Talons, one of the dudes in the back. And I was going to scratch the paint off of them with those like rando shots I had. But that fucking Venom wouldn't die. So I ended up having to like rapid fire that squad, which was going to go into the Talos, and just hope that I needed 1, 2 would have been great off, and I could kill 1 Talos. But I knew the clapback from the fucking 10-man just lingering was gonna suck, but I was like, I just have to accept it. I was like, oh.
I am finding that the 10-man just doesn't do enough. Like, so they want to go into vehicles. All the vehicles that are vehicles and monsters being played are -1 damage. Huh?
You need 2 10-mans.
2 10-mans? Maybe. But like, I think I'd still rather just have Chronos, because Chronos provides so much more utility for the list.
In a world of which that's not possible, probably, right now, because you've got 2 days.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I understand you don't have 5 more of those, but like, of possible of changes in the time frame leading up to LVO, I actually think another 5 of those to just really sink your teeth into that coup de grace of like, okay, everything's going in, is spooky. I know that 5 is a nice utility squad, but they're damn good hammers. Yes, to me, they are not particularly that useful, but those squads remove my bikes. They damn near move faster on average than my bikes. Well, they do, because they get advance and charge.
What are we talking about?
His dudes on
the Hellions.
Hellions, yeah.
Hellions are great.
So
they're 170, my bike squad is 270. And honestly, that's how I think you play, is those 2 squads, your 5 and the 10, just wait for my bikes to engage. Because I think I don't have as much possible engagement as you. Like, you have Talos, you have Succubus, you honestly could even be aggressive with your monk sites. I honestly think you probably should be more aggressive with your homunxites.
Against you, probably, but like against anyone else, just throw enough bolter fire at them and they're dead.
Sure, but that's bolter fire that wasn't going into other stuff.
Right.
Because if you're putting them forward and venoms forward, I don't like shooting any of that. That all feels bad to shoot. Because I need to deal with the bulldozer that is the talons, and then waiting right in the wings the rest of the wizards. I think you did it right. I think you sent all your witches stuff in at the same time, and that was a good call, and that's why that clapback hurt so much. You pulled a lot. You did kill Trajan. I was able to I clawed back a little bit on stuff. You probably need to throw a heat lance or something into that dude, because living on 3 feels bad.
Yeah, well...
You dumped something all into the one dude, and I was like, huh.
Wait, well, it took all 6 shots, because by the time... So after hitting, after wounding, 2 got through, and you failed 1.
Sure. That's true, I did fail 1.
Yeah, so
and it still wasn't a 4 on the reroll, so had it gone into that guy, it would have gone through. Yes, there would have been 2 dreadnoughts at low health, but those guys can handle dreadnoughts in the sub 5 health range better than they can handle one at like 7.
Right.
So,